QCUMBER squad right now. Don't get excited, man. I'm not back just yet, man. It's just that I've had so many requests for this particular piece by Easy Mill, which is his freestyle on 106 FM. Literally everybody has been finding every single line of communication to get to me with this one, whether it be Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs, Facebook. No, I don't have Facebook. YouTube. Comments, my community posts. It's just I've been inundated with this, right? So I'm not back yet, so I just need a couple of days, but I thought I'd just drop this one for you guys because it's just you guys are just going out of control, so this must be fire, right? So yeah, man, so Power 106 FM, man. Easy Mill, nods to Nipsey Hussle, man. King Nipsey, man, rest in peace, man. Obviously he gives him a shout out. Right, let's get into this, man. Let's see what we got.
Black sheets on my page and I'm getting it done.
Wait a second. I know this melody from somewhere.
Black sheets on my page and I'm getting it done.
That melody, man. It's that. It's a very, very old sort of EDM dance type track. Oh my god, I can't remember this, man, and I had this on my playlist, man, and I think it actually got sort of reinvented. It actually got probably put into like a rap song as well. I'm not entirely sure if it was maybe Lil Wayne or something like that actually used that piece as well. But it's literally an old school. When I say old school, I'm talking about 1990s, early 2000s sort of EDM track that they've kind of flipped into a melody.
Black sheets on my page and I'm getting it done. Like in a song. And I remember the lily pills and let me tell ya. Hey.
So blank sheets on my page and I'm writing it down. And I'm getting it down, writing a song. Right? And he's basically saying, I'm gonna tell you. So he's about to tell you a story. Okay, I got you.
In a song. And I remember the lily pills and let me tell ya.
The fucking harmonies already. Like you're harmonizing right off the bat, bro, which is very different. You don't usually hear a freestyle where they come in with the vocal harmonies straight off the bat, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, passing the doobie like it was a test. A cough like a newbie. You under arrest. Grab my good booty and yeah.
Passing the doobie like it was a test. You cough like a newbie. You're under arrest. Think about how fucking crazy that is. Just think about how crazy. With Easy Mill, it's never just straight up. Okay? I never believe that with Easy Mill, it's ever just straight up. Where it's like, okay, well, pass him a doobie, you cough like a newbie, so, you're not used to the weed, so you cough and that kind of shit. That's not how Easy Mill is. Easy Mill's the kind of person who wants to flip shit like that. So passing the doobie, right? When he actually plays that whole, like taking a cough like a newbie. So basically saying cough like a newbie, right? Which is referring to the young rappers today, right? So not the OGs, the young rappers today, right? But he passes it like a test. So he's passing the smoke like a test. So they can't handle the smoke. Just listen to this again. I just need to listen to
be like it was a test. A cough like a newbie, you under arrest.
You cough like a newbie, you under arrest. I pass you the doobie like it was a test. I'm testing you. I'm testing the young generation, right? And then you cough like a newbie, like a new rapper, right? You can't handle the smoke, right? You're under arrest. So respiratory arrest, and you're under arrest. I've got you cuffed in this game. That's fire, bro. That's fucking fire.
Passing the doobie like it was a test. A cough like a newbie, you under arrest. Grab my good booty and yeah, she the best. Y'all can go sue me. I'm drowning in text.
Hey, bro, that's a flex, bro. It's like, yeah, I grab my good booty. You know what I mean? I grab my girlfriend's good booty. Yeah, she's the best. You know what I mean? Come on.
Grab my good booty and yeah, she the best. Y'all can go sue me. I'm drowning in chicks. I'm like the best.
Y'all can go sue me. I'm drowning in chicks. Oh my god, chicks and chicks. The way he's actually fucking played that. So when he says it, y'all can go sue me. I'm drowning in chicks. Chicks. Come on, bro. That's fire. Those words are so close together that it's not even a reach. Chicks and chicks. Y'all can go sue me. Oh, come on. That's fire, bro.
Baby, we're switching up triple the padded. So
whoa, bro. Whoa.
It goes to me, I'm jotting it takes I'm like the baby, we're switching up triple the pattern, so give me your beat.
Oh, I'm like the baby. The baby is a rapper, is an American rapper. He's not my favorite rapper. But he says I'm switching up.
Jotting it takes I'm like the baby, we're switching up triple the pattern, so
switching up chips, okay.
It goes to me, I'm jotting it takes I'm like the baby, we're switching up triple the pattern, so give me your beat and you'll see what can happen. The flow is precise.
God, I'm padded, so give me the beat and you'll see what'll happen. I'm padded, right? So bulletproof vest, so give me the beat, right? The beat is in a music beat, and then also there's a term for the beat. Give me the beat on something. Usually like the police departments or investigators will say that. What's the beat on this, right? So what's the location on this, essentially? So it's like, give me the beat and you'll see what'll happen, right? I'm padded. Give me the beat in terms of the beat as if you'll see what'll happen on this musical beat. And then if you give me the beat in terms of where these fuckers are, you will see what'll happen. Come on, bro. It's like saying, give me the location. Come on, bro. That's fire.
We're switching up triple the pattern, so give me your beat and you'll see what can happen. The flow is precise, so you'll see that I'll snap in a second. No bitches who live off a cap.
The flow is precise, and you'll see that I'm snapping that whole time. Give me the beat. And then he ties the beat to the flow to the snapping. So he's literally covered an entire song. Essentially, he's covered a whole construction of a song. Give me the beat, right? And then he goes and says something about the flow, and then he says I'm snapping, right? So he's going into beat, flow, cadence. That's all he needs, right? Just thinking about how fucking clever he's flipping that in.
The flow is precise, so you'll see that I'll snap in a second.
The flow is precise, you'll see that I'm snapping, right? And even he's using that as a musical term, but when it comes straight off that line saying, give me the beat, give me the location, right? The flow is precise. My flow is precise, so when I come at you, I'll come at you precise, right? And you'll see that I'm snapping, so I'll snap when I come to your crib, and I'll snap on the beat. But in doing that, he's literally constructed all the elements of the music, like beat, flow, snapping, lyrics. Crazy, bro.
Give me your beat and you'll see what can happen. The flow is precise, so you'll see that I'll snap in a second. On bitches who live off of cap.
A second on bitches who live off of capping, right? So bitches who live off of capping, right? Capping, shooting each other, killing each other. Right? And capping in terms of lying. No cap, no lie. Come on, man, let's go.
Flow is precise, so you'll see that I'll snap in a second. On bitches who live off a cap. I don't like conversating since you probably drink whack liquor. My bitch booty thicker, honestly, is that.
The bitch booty thicker is like, I don't like conversations. You drinking whack liquor. Right? My bitch's booty's thicker. Come on, bro.
Nigga, this mouth is a Mac 11 when I pinch that trigger. You watching me play Monopoly cause you bitch ass, whoa.
What? What? What?
I don't like conversating since you probably drink whack liquor. My bitch booty thicker, honestly, is that thicker. This mouth is a Mac 11 when I pinch that trigger. You watching me play Monopoly cause.
Oh my god, this mind is Mac level and it almost sounds immaculate, right? So this mind is Mac level, and when I'm pinching this trigger, you watch me play Monopoly or what? What? That is some crazy shit.
Honestly, is that thicker? This mouth is a Mac 11 when I pinch that trigger. You watching me play Monopoly cause you bitch.
When I pinch that trigger, you watch me play Monopoly, man. So this mind is Mac level when I pull that trigger, meaning when I shoot off the top, when I shoot off the dome, when I shoot off the tip, right? So that my mind is Mac level. Now, if you think of like Mac level, so it's like Mac is in computer Mac level, and then in like lethal in terms of like Top Gun, and in terms of like Mac lethal, that type of vibe, right? That might be a bit of a stretch, but my mind is Mac lethal, is Mac level. And when I pinch this trigger, meaning when I shoot off the top, yet again punch gun bar, right? Pull the trigger, right? I'm playing Monopoly, but now with this Monopoly bar, just think about this Monopoly bar, because god damn it, do you know how many double entendres you can pull from that Monopoly bar? Right, when he says I'm playing Monopoly. So basically saying, firstly, let me just break this down. Firstly, he's saying I monopolize the game. I've got the monopoly on the game. So if I pull that trigger, I will have the monopoly on the game. Right? So when I pull that trigger, think about it in a race. when I pinch that trigger, right? Once I get set off to the races, once I start from the start line, from the go line in Monopoly, right? So once I start from the go line, I run the monopoly on this rap game. But then if you think about Monopoly itself, saying, Monopoly is all about taking people's property, taking people's money, taking people's assets, sending people to prison, right? Taking their money and not letting them pass go, they stop dead, right? The double entendres, the triple, quadruple, quintuple entendre that you can come off that Monopoly bar is fucking crazy, because the game in itself completely lends into what he's trying to say here. Right? The game is it's so clever to say that, because it's just like, oh my God, that is so smart. It's so smart. It's so clever, man. Oh my God, I've never heard someone say shit like that, bro. That's crazy, because that in itself can mean 7 different things, purely because of the board game and what the board game represents. It's a competitive game where you try to take everybody's shit, try to take their property, try to take their papers, try to take their money, try to take their assets, send them to jail, stopping them from... Oh, come on, bro, that's fucking crazy.
Is that thicker? This mod is a Mac 11 when I pinch that trigger. You watching me play Monopoly cause you bitch ass, whoa. Ruffle the feathers and y'all stuck in the weather. If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell them.
You bitch ass hoes ruffling the feathers, but when you're stuck in the weather, basically what 6ix9ine does. 6ix9ine is the kind of person who's going to go and fucking troll people, ruffle people's feathers, get everyone bent out of shape. So when you ruffle a bird's feathers, right? And then he says, but when you're stuck in the weather, right? And all those feathers have been fucking ruffled, you got no fucking feathers, because when birds fight, bro, they lose feathers. You got no more feathers to fucking fly, motherfucker. You'll eventually lose your feathers. Come on, man. That's fucking fire, man.
Sass, whoa, ruffle the feathers and y'all stuck in the weather. If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us.
Oh God, he's stuck in the weather, but if I'm humming it better, right? So he's basically it's that the bird bars. Oh my God, the bird bars there, ruffle the feathers, right? So getting into a fight, ruffling feathers, right? But when you're stuck in the weather and I'm humming it better, right? Like a bird hums, a bird sings, right? It hums a particular tune, a particular melody. You know what I mean? And if I'm doing it better, come on, man.
Ruffle the feathers and y'all stuck in the weather. If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us.
If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us. Again, fucking sorry guys, we pause on this, man. Smooth transition straight into Pinoy.
If I'm humming it better, I don't give a fuck what you tell us. Basta pag Pilipino nagsabi ng negro, kahit sinong pwede magsabi niya sa tabi, bro. That was kinda shocking for me as to learn that American black people get offended by a word, but don't get it twisted, I ain't lighting myself with a term. And I felt the pain to fuck a cracker up until he burned.
Okay, so that entire thing is, he says he was surprised to learn that American black people are insulted by a term, right? So that term is the N-word, right? So if you say the N-word to black people, specifically if you're white or any other color, if you're not black, you have no right to use that word. And a lot of people will say, well, it's just a word. A lot of people will say, well, if they can say it to each other, does that word really mean much? Essentially, yes, it does, because to them it's a term of endearment. To them, it's a term of endearment in the sense that it's an understanding. It's something where they use it as it's like a brotherly term to them, almost as if, yeah, we were in this together, right? We know, like, that's how they refer to each other. You know what I mean? We were in this together, right? And it's kind of like saying my brother, essentially. You know what I mean? And that's how they've cottoned onto that word, right? And they've decided that this word is the word that they're going to flip that, right? And then use that as a term of endearment. And you've got no right to say it. You've got no right to say it. White people do not have the right to say that word, and neither should they ever say that word, right? Because it doesn't come out the same, right? It actually hurts coming from a white person because it was actually used as a derogatory term. We've got the same thing in South Africa, right? With South African black people that were called a derogatory term, which started with a K. You know what I mean? But in South Africa, it was so derogatory that they didn't even use that term for themselves. That's how derogatory it was. It was to demean black people. And the same term that he's saying is referring to is a term that was used to demean black people, right? So when a white person says it, you say immediately it gets taken as you're doing it from a racial standpoint. We don't do it from, so a black person will say, we don't do it from a racial standpoint. We do it, we flip the word, right? So that it means my brother, essentially. And if you can't handle that as a white person, you've got so many other things, so many other advantages, so many other privileges, right? That you got, that just forget about that. Why do you need to have that? You know, why do you need to have that word? You don't need to. It's theirs. Let them have it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get it. I completely get it.
Don't get it twisted, I ain't lighting myself with a term. And I felt the pain to fuck a cracker up until he burned.
Fuck a cracker up until he burns. Okay, that's a derogatory joke for a white person. But you can say that. That's not a problem.
Roll up the races.
And I'm not saying you can say that. Like, that's not calling a white person a cracker. Some people will be insulted, like, oh, that's racist. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Myself with a term, and I felt the pain to fuck a cracker up until he burned. And roll up the racist ass, smoke it with Snoop on it loaded for taking that.
Bro, oh my god. Bro, listen to what he said over there. Roll up the racist ass smoking with Snoop. Right? Razors, you know, you get the rate like it's like Rizzlers, like a Rizzler thing for, sorry, my little one's crying. It's like the Rizzler for like making a cigarette or for making a doobie, right? But roll up the razors, like races and like Rizzlers, essentially. So roll it up, almost saying like putting the races together, roll them up. You know what I mean? We can literally put the races together, but he's referring to Rizzlers. Come on, man, that's fire, man. Even the way he said that, it sounded like roll up the races. Know what I mean? So like unite the races. It's fucking clever.
And roll up the races ass, smoke it with Snoop on it loaded for taking that.
Snoop Dogg, he died.
Shout out to the Woos.
Hey, shout out to the Woos. Is he referring to Wu-Tang? I think it's Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to the Woos. You know Wu-Tang Clan? I think that's what he's referring to.
The main gangster was shot himself.
And I think Snoop Dogg also did 2 or 3 songs with Wu-Tang Clan. It was about around the same time. So I'm assuming he's referring to the Wu-Tang Clan.
Shout out to the Woos. This, that, with the main gangster was shot himself. Didn't envision why he was still with us. Melodical killers.
Hey, melodical killers. Yeah, let's go.
This, that, with the main gangster was shot himself. Didn't envision why he was still with us. Melodical killer.
Oh my god, these fucking harmonies, bro. This man's got such a voice. This guy's got such a beautiful voice.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I didn't know about Nipsey till he passed away. That's when I got to the States and in search of rap in LA. My digging got me YG, you know I didn't complain. Understood how it worked in the game. Simpler music is played, but shit the challenge.
Okay, so Nipsey Hussle, if you don't know who Nipsey Hussle was a rapper. He was actually a very, very good rapper. But he wasn't just a rapper, he actually was a rapper that was very, very invested and involved in his own community, right? So he was trying to stop or at least reduce gang violence in his community, and he's working hard. He invested a lot of his own money into his community. He invested a lot of his own money into like schooling his community. It's crazy what he did. That's why there's so much respect for King Nipsey. You know what I mean? King Nipsey he left a legacy, essentially. He got murdered, and he got murdered just before a meeting with the LAPD, right, to talk about how they can reduce crime and reduce gangster activity in his hood. So he really was trying to help the hood. He was trying to help his people, right? And obviously something happened. Some people got upset and whatever else, and or they got threatened, and they killed him, right? Which was a very, very, very sad day for the hip-hop community, not only because of the music, but because of what he stood for in the black community. So yeah, that's why whenever you hear Nipsey, whenever you hear Nipsey Hussle, whenever you hear King Nipsey, he's often referred to, 100% of the time, referred to in very, very endearing and very respectful terms because of what he was for the black community in the US. Let's carry on.
Know about Nipsey till he passed away. That's when I got to the States and in search of rap in LA. My digging got me YG, you know I didn't complain. Understood how it worked in the game, simpler music is played. But shit that challenge your brain, they would just put
I understood how it worked. Simpler music was played. I didn't complain because I was like, that I've got to stand in line, but I understand how it works. Simpler music was played. Easier music, what the labels were playing. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Didn't complain, understood how it worked in the game, simpler music is played. But shit that challenge your brain, they were just put in the shade. That's why I'm free.
But shit that will challenge your brain, that shit was put in the shade. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. The shit that will challenge your brain, that shit was put in the shade. So he understands how it works. I know that that's how the industry is, but simpler music was played. But the shit that actually gets you thinking, they put that in the dark. They buried that. You know what I mean? They didn't want people to hear that fire, bro.
Worked in the game, simpler music is played. But shit that challenge your brain, they were just put in the shade. That's why in Freeze you witness a clubby dancing ass rhythm, but take notice of what I was exposed to say.
That's why in Freeze you witnessed a clubbly ass dance, right? But that wasn't the thing. You should have noticed what I actually had to say on Freeze, where he was calling out the mumble rappers saying, "You destroying this." Come on, man, listen to what he just said here.
That's why in Freeze you witness a clubby dancing ass rhythm, but take notice of what I was exposed to say. Take notice, man. It's just what it is, you know. We out here, Power 106. We just doing this thing for me. We out here, Easy Mill out here.
Easy Mill, bro.
Double up in this bitch, you know. You heard?
I love this kid. I love this kid. I absolutely adore this kid.
Get it.
Yeah, man, that was fire, man. That was fire. Just think about it. That was like that was a short freestyle, and Easy Mill in a short freestyle, right? Said more shit with more play on words, with more double entendres, with more bars, with more realism, right? Than if I had to combine all of the mumble rappers in one room, right? And combine every single freestyle they've ever done. Right? They've still said nothing in comparison to this. Absolutely nothing in comparison to this. This was just next level fire, man. Next level fire. Absolutely amazing. So guys, also you guys need to know, I always put the link down to his concert, which is happening on the 17th and 18th of April. And then, yeah, go subscribe to his channel, man. I always say, go subscribe to Easy Mill. You just have to do it, right? I'll see you on the concert, and I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm not back yet. I just thought I'd drop this for you. Love you all, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you on the next one.